Hello to all the viewers. In this video on Eye for an Eye, we shall delve into the Teresita Basa and Allan Showery case. In February 1977, the Chicago police found themselves in a perplexing situation following the horrific murder of Teresita Basa, a dedicated respiratory therapist at Edgewater Hospital. The details of her death were chilling. She was discovered in her 15th floor apartment, brutally stabbed in the chest with a butcher's knife, and her body had been set ablaze beneath a burning mattress. The shocking nature of the crime left investigators struggling to piece together the events that led to such a violent end for a woman who was known for her gentle demeanor and love of music. As detectives delved into the case, they reached out to family and friends in hopes of uncovering any potential motives or suspects. However, their efforts yielded little information about who could have harbored ill will towards Basa, who had immigrated from the Philippines over a decade prior and was well regarded in her community. The investigation seemed to stall, with one of the few intriguing leads being a cryptic note found in her diary that simply stated, "Get tickets for AS." Just when it appeared that the case might remain unsolved, an unexpected tip emerged, adding a new layer of intrigue to the already baffling mystery. The mystery of Teresita Basa's murder. Dr. Jose Chua, a dedicated surgeon, recounted a remarkable experience involving his wife Remy, who served as a respiratory therapist at Edgewater Hospital. He described how on 3 separate occasions, she seemed to be overtaken by the spirit of Teresita Basa. During these episodes, Remy would enter a trance-like state, communicating in Tagalog, a language she understood but seldom used. This unusual phenomenon left Dr. Chua both astonished and apprehensive, as he witnessed his wife embodying another person entirely. In one of these instances, Remy, while under the influence of the spirit, urgently requested assistance, stating, "Doctor, I would like to ask for your help." She revealed a chilling detail: the man responsible for her murder was still free. Dr. Chua was taken aback when he inquired about her identity, and she responded, "Ako'y Teresita Basa." Despite his initial fear, she reassured him, expressing a desperate need for his help in bringing her killer to justice. This revelation marked a turning point, as it became clear that the spirit was seeking closure for a tragic event. The investigation took a serious turn when detectives Joseph Stakula and Lee Eplin began to take the Chuas' claims seriously. They noted the striking coincidence of the initials AS found in Basa's diary, which matched those of Allan Showery, a man who had previously worked on her television and was implicated in her murder. Detective Stakula, who typically dealt with less reputable individuals in the Belmont area, found the Chuas' educated background and their earnestness compelling. Showery, who was also a respiratory technician at the same hospital, had been in financial distress, and Basa had been assisting him with payments for various tasks, creating a complex web of relationships that ultimately led to a deeper investigation into the tragic circumstances surrounding Teresita Basa's death. The detectives arrived at Showery's apartment, where he lived with his expectant partner Yanka Kalmuk. Upon their arrival, they discovered that Kalmuk possessed a pearl ring and a jade pendant that had previously belonged to the victim, Basa. Kalmuk explained that Showery had gifted her the jewelry as a belated Christmas present, which raised suspicions about the nature of their relationship and the circumstances surrounding Basa's death. Initially, Showery denied any involvement in Basa's murder. However, after being taken to the police station, he ultimately signed a confession. In his statement, he recounted how he had gone to Basa's residence, assaulted her, stolen her jewelry, and then set her home ablaze before fleeing the scene. This confession seemed to solidify the case against him, but the situation took a turn when Showery later retracted his admission, claiming that the police had coerced him into confessing by threatening to arrest his pregnant partner, Kalmuk. Showery's attorney, William Swano, argued for the dismissal of the murder charge, asserting that the police had acted on nothing more than the peculiar claims made by the Chuas, who had reported a supernatural vision. Swano pointed out the absurdity of a man being arrested based on a ghostly revelation, emphasizing that law enforcement had never before received a suspect's name from a spectral source. Despite these arguments, the judge ruled that the trial would proceed, with a spokesperson for the prosecutor's office clarifying that the focus would remain on tangible evidence rather than the supernatural elements that had initially sparked the investigation. Allan Showery's trial. A detailed look. The trial garnered significant media attention, with sensational headlines such as, "Did a voice from the grave point to the murder suspect?" Ultimately, the proceedings resulted in a mistrial due to a jury that could not reach a unanimous decision. This high-profile case captured the public's imagination, raising questions about the intersection of the supernatural and the legal system, and leaving many eager to see how the story would unfold in the future. Just a month after the mistrial, Showery made a surprising decision to change his plea to guilty, leading to a sentence of 14 years for charges that included murder, robbery, and arson. This sudden shift in his legal strategy left many wondering about the motivations behind it. The circumstances surrounding the case suggested that there might be more to the story than a simple confession, as connections between Showery and the victim, Remy Chua, hinted at a complex web of relationships and potential grievances that could have influenced the outcome. The Chua family later published a book titled A Voice from the Grave, co-written with their friend Carol Mercado, which explored their experiences and beliefs regarding the case. Dr. Chua expressed a common human desire to believe in an existence beyond death, reflecting the emotional weight of the events that transpired. The case was also featured in an episode of Unsolved Mysteries and inspired a telemovie, Voice from the Grave, in 1996. According to John Cosgrove, the executive producer of the film, Dr. Chua eventually returned to a normal life, free from the media scrutiny that had plagued her during the trial years, while Showery was released from prison in 1983, both individuals seeking a quieter existence after the tumultuous events of the past. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Eye for an Eye, and leave a comment in the comment section below.